everyone, welcome back to our channel. We really do appreciate you guys. Thank you once again for your continuous massive and huge support to this channel. Yes, my people, you guys are simply the best. We're back again with more updates on the happenings in our country. Guys, the one we've got today is quite shocking. Cøurt orders EFCC to return Senator Saraki's houses back to him. We'll get all of the details in a moment. We know the EFCC have been under fire within the last couple of days with its boss suspended. That's the person of Ibrahim Magu. And there's been a little bit of a shake-up within the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. But we'll get more details in a moment, guys. But before we do, please, if you haven't given us a thumbs up, do give us a thumbs up, my people. Hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit on the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to us. Thank you once again. Yes, and we'll get straight into the news and get all of the details. Cøurt orders EFCC to return Saraki's houses. The Federal High Court in Lagos on Thursday reserved its order for forfeiting to the federal government 2 houses in Ørdered belonging to former Senate President Bukola Saraki. The court, in a judgment by Justice Rilwam Akawa, released the houses back to Saraki while delivering judgment on an application by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission seeking to permanently forfeit the houses to the federal government. The EFCC had in December last year secured a court order for the interim forfeiture of the houses, plot number 10 and number 11, Abdulkadir Road, GRA, Ørdered, Kwara State, after telling the court that they were acquired with proceeds from unlawful activities allegedly perpetrated by Saraki while he was Kwara State Governor between 2003 and 2011. But attempts by the EFCC to convert the temporary forfeiture order to a permanent forfeiture order was vehemently resisted by Saraki, leading eventually to the discharge of the temporary forfeiture order on Thursday by Justice Akawa. The judge said he found no sufficient basis in the EFCC application and he could not find any way through to grant the permanent forfeiture order. In its application, the EFCC had told the court how it received and investigated a damning intelligence report showing monumental fraud perpetrated in the treasury of Kwara State government between 2003 and 2011 when Saraki was the governor of the state. An operative of the EFCC, Olamide Sadiq, said whilst investigation was ongoing, several fraudulent transactions were discovered. I know for a fact and verily believe that our investigation has revealed the following mind-blowing findings, amongst other: that between 2003 and 2011, Dr. Bukola Abubakar Saraki was the executive governor of Kwara State. That whilst he held the aforementioned position, a common pattern was that after payment of monthly allocation by the federal government to the Kwara State government, a cumulative sum of not less than 100 million naira will be deposited into the Kwara government house account. That upon the payment of the said 100 million naira, same will be in turn be withdrawn in cash by one Mr. Afiz Yusuf from the Kwara State government house, Ilorin's account, in bits and brought to the government house. But Saraki had, through his lawyer, Kehinde Ogunwuji San, described the EFCC suit as an abuse of court process and an attempt to scandalize him. He urged that it was a ploy by the EFCC to review the July 6, 2018 decision of the Supreme Court discharging the applicant from culpability arising from the same money and houses which are the subject matter of this action. So guys, finally, Saraki scales through. He actually scales through all of these allegations against him. We know this court case has been ongoing for the EFCC to claim his houses and for him to forfeit the houses to EFCC. That these houses, they were actually built from the state treasury from Monument to Kwara State when he was the governor of the state. And we also know Saraki, Bukola Saraki, was also one-time Senate president. But guys, it's quite shocking in our country because we really don't know if this was really true, but Saraki has been able to pull through. You know, there was recently, not too long ago, when Saraki was criticizing President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. He came out open to say Buhari was corrupt, and he did get a fair share of backlash because Nigerians came out on him and said, I see who is talking about corruption himself, that Saraki himself is corrupt. His hands are not clean as well. That how come he did not make all these statements while he was Senate president? Is when he came out and that's when he started speaking about Buhari's administration, how corrupt they are. So you see, guys, all of these are lawmakers. It looks like their hands are not really clean because what would you expect? Of course, he's a lawmaker. He knows how to even twist the law around. The EFCC have been on his case for some time now regarding these houses that were built. The plot number are even close to each other, number 10 and number 11 in Ilori, in the GRA area of Ilori, Kwara State. And all the EFCC have been attempting to do is for Bukola Saraki, for these houses to be forfeited to the EFCC. But at that stage, what they got was just the temporary forfeiture. But right now, I don't know what's happening in our country. We also know recently the EFCC has been shaking up. We know there's been a shake-up with Magu being detained and suspended. And the surprising thing is that when Magu came out, the first word he said, we did report that news here at Peak Network, that it was a case of dog eat dog. And guys, that statement is quite strong. It's a strong statement. I mean, I believe he's speaking to Nigerians in parables and coded language that these people are just victimizing me. It's a case of dog eat dog, meaning that his hands are not clean as well, because if you look at what that statement means, as in it's whoever is in power at the time that can play the games, that can turn things around. Now the tides are turning against Magu, and he has to go through all of this. You know, he was detained for 10 days. 10 days. This is the EFCC boss, the one that caused the shot. He was the one that was detained. And it's quite shocking how this corruption will truly leave our country. I think, in my opinion, I believe that this corruption is from the top. Until corruption leaves the top, it's still going to be in the society. It's still going to be everywhere. Imagine something they've been tracing since 2011 to 2003 to 2011. That's when it was stated that he acquired this unlawful proceeds. And the shocking thing, the EFCC, they brought their case, they made their case, and they did all their findings and investigation, how monies were being paid into the government account. And after some time, give it some day, they arrange it properly and use somebody, Aziz, to go and withdraw that money, pull that money in bits out of the bank so that there is no trace. So you see that all of this is well planned out, well mapped, very well. But what do we get today? The judge has stated that he found no sufficient basis in the EFCC application, and could not find any way to grant a permanent forfeiture order. So this guy he escapes once again. But guys, I can say you know, it is quite interesting to note that someone stated that even our judicial system is corrupt. There's nothing to write home about. That all of these people that have to go through court, they have access to the judges, and they can manipulate them and twist their hand. And when they come out to pass out the judgment, do we really get fair judgment? Is it what Nigerians really expect? Because I'm just waiting to see how Nigerians will react to this forfeiture of the houses that Bukola was able to scale through. EFCC could not claim these houses from him. We'll see how this plays out and get the reactions of Nigerians. But anyway, that's the news we're bringing you at the moment. The court has ordered the EFCC to return Bukola Saraki houses. Guys, let's know what you think about all of this, what's happening in our country as well. Leave your take and comment down below in the comment section. Would really love to hear from you. Want to say thank you once again for staying tuned to our channel. Please, guys, if you haven't given us a thumbs up, do give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit on the subscribe button. Till I come your way again, it's bye for now, and God bless.